The Book of Proverbs, Mishley, Chapter 6. My son, if you have become guarantor for your friend, have shaken hands in pledge for a stranger, have been snared by the words of your own mouth, have been caught by the words of your mouth, do this at once, my son, and deliver yourself, for you have come into the hand of your friend. Go, humble yourself, and urge your friend. Give no sleep to your eyes, nor slumber to your eyelids. Deliver yourself like a gazelle from the hand, and like a bird from the hand of the trapper. Go to the ant, you lazy one. See her ways and be wise, which, having no commander, overseer, or ruler, provides her supplies in the summer, gathers her food in the harvest. How long would you lie down, O lazy one? When do you arise from your sleep? A little sleep, a little slumber, a little folding of the hands to lie down, and your poverty shall come like a prowler, and your need as an armed man. A man of Belial, a wicked man, walks with a perverse mouth, winks with his eyes, shuffles his feet, points with his fingers. Perverseness is in his heart, plotting evil at all times. He sends out strife. Therefore his calamity comes suddenly. Instantly he is broken, and there is no healing. These 6 Yahuwah hates, and 7 are an abomination to him: a proud look, a lying tongue, and hands shedding innocent blood, a heart devising wicked schemes, feet quick to run to evil, a false witness breathing out lies, and one who causes strife among brothers. My son, watch over your father's command, and do not forsake the Torah of your mother. Bind them on your heart always, and tie them around your neck. When you are walking about, it leads you. When you lie down, it guards you. And when you have woken up, it talks to you. For the command is a lamp, and the Torah a light, and reproofs of discipline a way of life, to guard you against an evil woman, from the flattering tongue of a strange woman. Do not desire her prettiness in your heart, neither let her captivate you with her eyelids. For because of a whore is the crust of bread, and an adulteress entraps a precious life. Would a man take fire to his bosom, and his garments not be burned? Would a man walk on hot coals, and his feet not be scorched? So is he who goes in to his neighbor's wife. None who touches her goes unpunished. They do not despise a thief, if he steals to satisfy his appetite when he is starving. Yet if he is caught, he repays sevenfold. He gives all the wealth of his house. He who commits adultery with a woman lacks heart. He who does it destroys his own life. He finds smiting and shame, and his reproach is not wiped away. For jealousy enrages a man, and he does not spare in the day of vengeance. He does not regard any ransom, nor accept your bribe, however great. Chapter 7. My son, guard my words, and treasure up my commands with you. Guard my commands and live, and my Torah as the apple of your eye. Bind them on your fingers, write them on the tablet of your heart. Say to wisdom, you are my sister, and call understanding a close friend. To guard you against a strange woman, against the foreigner who flatters with her words. For at the window of my house I looked through my lattice, and I saw among the simple, I perceived among the youths, a young man lacking heart, passing through the street near her corner, and he went the way to her house, in the twilight, in the evening, in the black and dark night. And look, a woman met him, dressed like a whore, with a hidden heart. She was boisterous and stubborn. Her feet did not stay at her own house. Now in the street, now in the square, and at every corner she lurks. And she took hold of him and kissed him. She hardened her face and said to him, peace offerings are with me. Today I have paid my vows. Therefore I came out to meet you. to earnestly seek your face, and I found you. I have spread my bed with coverings, colored linens of Mitzrayim. I have sprinkled my bed with myrrh, aloes, and cinnamon. Come, let us take our fill of love until morning. Let us delight ourselves with love. For my husband is not at home. He has gone on a long journey. He took a bag of silver with him. He comes home on the day of the covering. With her many words, she leads him astray. With her smooth lips, she seduces him. He goes after her immediately. Like an ox, he goes to the slaughter, and as in chains, a fool to the punishment. Till an arrow strikes through his liver, like a bird rushing into a snare, and did not know it would take his life. And now listen to me, you children. Pay attention to the words of my mouth. Do not let your heart turn aside to her ways. Do not go astray in her paths. For many are the wounded she has caused to fall, and numerous all her slain ones. Her house is the way to the grave, going down to the rooms of death. Chapter 8. Does not wisdom call, and understanding lift up her voice? On the top of the heights along the way, between the paths she has taken her stand. Beside the gates leading to the city, at the entrances she shouts, O men, I call to you, and my voice is to the sons of men. You simple ones, understand insight, and you fools, be of an understanding heart. Listen, for I speak noble words, and the opening of my lips is about straightness. For my mouth speaks truth, and wickedness is an abomination to my lips. All the words of my mouth are in righteousness, none of them twisted or crooked. All of them plain to him who understands, and straight to those who find knowledge. Accept my discipline, and not silver, and knowledge rather than choice gold. For wisdom is better than rubies, and all delights are not comparable to her. I, wisdom, have dwelt with insight, and I find knowledge, foresight. The reverence of Yahuwah is to hate evil. I have hated pride and arrogance, and the evil way, and the perverse mouth. Counsel is mine, and sound wisdom. I am understanding. Mightiness is mine. By me sovereigns reign, and rulers make righteous decrees. By me princes rule, and nobles, all the judges of the earth. I love those who love me, and those who earnestly seek me find me. Riches and esteem are with me, enduring wealth and righteousness. My fruit is better than gold and fine gold, and my increase than choice silver. I walk in the way of righteousness, and in the midst of the paths of right ruling, to bestow substance on those who love me, and to fill their treasuries. Yahuwah possessed me, the beginning of his way. As the first of his works of old, I was anointed ages ago at the first, before the earth ever was. When there was no depths, I was brought forth. When there were no springs heavy with water. Before mountains were sunk, before the hills I was brought forth. Before he had made the earth and the fields, on the first dust of the world. When he prepared the Shemaim, I was there. When he decreed a vault on the face of the deep. When he established the clouds above. When he made the fountains of the deep strong. When he gave to the sea its limit, so that the waters would not transgress his command. When he decreed the foundations of the earth. Then I was beside him, a skilled workman, a delight day by day, rejoicing before him all the time, rejoicing in the world, his earth, and my delights were with the sons of men. And now listen to me, you children, for Baruch are they who guard my ways. Listen to discipline and become wise, and do not refuse it. Baruch is the man who listens to me, watching daily at my gates, waiting at the posts of my doors. For whoever finds me shall find life, and obtain favor from Yahuwah. But he who sins against me injures himself. All who hate me love death. Chapter 9. Wisdom has built her house. She has hewn out its 7 columns. She has slaughtered her meat. She has mixed her wine. She has also prepared her table. She has sent out her young women. She cries out from the highest places of the city. Who is simple? Let him turn in. Let him turn in here. As for him who lacks heart, she says to him, Come, eat of my bread, and drink of the wine I have mixed. Leave the simple ones and live, and walk in the way of understanding. He who reproves a scoffer gets shame for himself, and he who rebukes a wicked one gets himself a blemish. Do not reprove a scoffer, lest he hate you. Reprove a wise one, and he loves you. Give to a wise one, and he is wiser still. Teach a righteous one, and he increases in learning. The reverence of Yahuwah is the beginning of wisdom, and the knowledge of the Kadosh One is understanding. For by me your days become many, and years of life are added to you. If you have become wise, you have become wise for yourself, and if you have scoffed, you alone bear it. A foolish woman is loud, simple, and without knowledge, for she has seated herself at the door of her house, on a seat by the highest places of the city, to call to those who pass by, who go straight on their way. Who is simple? Let him turn in here. And as for him who lacks heart, she says to him, Stolen waters are sweet, and bread in secret is pleasant. But he does not know that the dead are there. Her guests are in the depths of the grave. Chapter 10. These are the Proverbs of Solomon. A wise son makes a father rejoice, but a foolish son is his mother's sorrow. Treasures of wickedness are of no value, but righteousness delivers from death. Yahuwah does not let the being of the righteous go hungry, for he thrusts away the desire of the wicked. Poor is he who works with a lazy hand, but the hand of the hard worker makes rich. He who gathers in summer is a wise son. He who sleeps in harvest is a son who causes shame. Barakoth are on the head of the righteous, but violence covers the mouth of the wicked. The remembrance of the righteous is Baruch, but the name of the wicked rot. The wise in heart accepts commands, but one with foolish lips falls. He who walks in integrity walks safely, but he who perverts his ways becomes known. He who winks with the eye causes sorrow, and one with foolish lips falls. The mouth of the righteous is a fountain of life, but violence covers the mouth of the wicked. Hatred stirs up strife, but love covers all transgressions. Wisdom is found on the lips of him who has understanding, but a rod is for the back of him who lacks heart. The wise treasure up knowledge, but the mouth of a fool is near ruin. The rich man's wealth is his strong city. The ruin of the poor is their poverty. The wage of the righteous is for life, and the increase of the wicked is for sin. He who heeds discipline is in the way of life, but he who refuses reproof goes astray. He who hides hatred has lying lips, and he who sends out slander is a fool. When words are many, transgression is not absent, but he who restrains his lips is wise. The tongue of the righteous is choice silver, the heart of the wicked is of little. The lips of the righteous shepherd many, but fools die for lack of heart. The barakah of Yahuwah makes one rich, and he adds no pain with it. To work out wicked schemes is like sport to a fool, but wisdom is for a man of understanding. What the wicked fears comes upon him, but the desires of the righteous is granted. As the whirlwind passes by, the wicked is no more, but the righteous an everlasting foundation. As vinegar to the teeth and smoke to the eyes, so is the lazy one to those who send him. The reverence of Yahuwah prolongs days, but the years of the wicked are shortened. The righteous look forward to joy, but the expectancy of the wicked perish. The way of Yahuwah is a stronghold for the perfect, but ruin to the workers of wickedness. The righteous are never shaken, while the wicked shall not dwell in the earth. The mouth of the righteous bring forth wisdom, but the tongue of perverseness is cut out. The lips of the righteous know what is pleasing, but the mouth of the wicked, perverseness. Chapter 11. A false scale is an abomination to Yahuwah, but a perfect weight is his delight. Pride comes, then comes shame, but with the humble is wisdom. The integrity of the straight ones guides them, but the slipperiness of the treacherous destroys them. Riches do not profit in the day of wrath, but righteousness delivers from death. The righteousness of the perfect makes his way straight, but by his own wickedness the wicked one falls. The righteousness of the straight ones deliver them, but the treacherous are caught by greed. When a wicked man dies, expectancy perishes, and the ambition of the wicked shall be lost. The righteous is delivered from distress, and the wicked takes his place. The defiled one destroys his neighbor with his mouth, but the righteous is delivered by knowledge. When the righteous prosper, the city rejoices, and when the wicked perish, there is shouting. By the barakah of the straight, the city is exalted, but by the mouth of the wicked it is overthrown. He who lacks heart despises his neighbor, but a man of understanding keeps silence. A slanderer is a revealer of secrets, but one with a trustworthy spirit conceals a matter. Without guidance, the people fall, but in a great counselor there is safety. He who is guarantor for a stranger suffers harm, but one who hates shaking hands in a pledge is safe. A woman showing favor obtains esteem, but ruthless men obtain riches. A kind man is rewarding his being, but he who is cruel troubles his own flesh. The wicked earns false wages, but the one sowing righteousness a true reward. Thus righteousness is to life, and one pursuing evil to his own death. The perverse of heart are an abomination to Yahuwah, but the perfect in the way are his delight. Hand to hand, the evil one does not go unpunished, but the seed of the righteous shall escape. Like a ring of gold in a pig's snout is a lovely woman who lacks good sense. The desire of the righteous is only good, the expectancy of the wicked is wrath. There is one who scatters, yet increases more, and one who withholds from what is right and is impoverished. The generous being is enriched, and he who waters is also watered himself. The people curse him who withholds grain, but barakah is on the head of him who sells it. He who earnestly seeks good seeks what is pleasing, but to him who seeks evil, it comes to him. He who trusts in his riches falls, but the righteous flourish like a leaf. He who troubles his own house inherits wind, and the fool is servant to the wise of heart. The fruit of the righteous is a tree of life, and he who is winning lives is wise. See, the righteous in the earth shall be rewarded. How much more the wicked and the sinner?